can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets every flow.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Watch the curve. Hero 15. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 15. Motion, pop.
Right side. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What you got?
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hero 15. 57 to Mike. 57 colors. Nice 7, let's go. Check 49. Check the backer. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
On second down, this is Cannon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
57 to Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Switch. Right on these two. Deuce. Kill. Motion.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
56.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes gets it to his running back, Cannon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Yellow. Back for the offense. Let's go. Check 9. Kill. 15. Kill. Turn up. You go tight. You got tight right there. Right side.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Here we go, D. It's just me.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Cannon. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Yellow. Right there, 56. Hey, 15. Wide, get wide. Yellow. Mott's 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Cannon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Slam. Under 10. 10. 43. Yeah. You don't want none. 15.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mack Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. 3 down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
15. He's coming. He's got double up. Yellow. He's checking. Crash.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy. Hey, we are. Color. 4 down. Watch safety creep. Seam 6. Alert flare. Tight dog. Hey, Sunday.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give right side. It's Cannon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Cannon, and only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Slam, slam, slam. 15.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Yellow. Wait. 57. Come on. And that QB's trash. Let's go. Patchy. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had heard him with showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
All right, D. Alert 3. Yellow. Check 26. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Line. 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
15. Cry all the way back home.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Switch. Check. Crunch.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's a party now. Check 24. 36. Check 31. Kill. Color. 15. Hey, switch gear. Yellow. Motion.
Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37.
They run. Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56 to Mike. 55. Move. Touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
50, yellow.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
50, yellow.
56. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Pick it up. 56. Mike, 56.
Hey, 57 colors. My turn.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Here we go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch twist. Watch.
Hey, 43, 15. I don't need to. Check Mike 57.
Watch the run. They're running it. Charlie, show it up.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Motion. Mike 5-5.
Now a give right side. Cannon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
X3, 285.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, 43.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Check pass. Check pass. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
That's SOS.
Hey, check left.
Check. Lucky.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Yellow.
Check 56. That's what I do. Check 3.
15.
One more time, it's Cannon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Blue down.
Rip lift.
On 1st down, it's Cannon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 4.
Hey, 57.
Kill.
Hey, 57.
Check.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Staying, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Mike 56.
57.
Mike 56. Hey, pick your game up. 56. Buzz. 56. Check 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Let's go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corker. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. Yeah, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yellow. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
No. Off. Easy. Hero 15. Hey, color.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes being chased out left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Back.
Hey, 57.
Fresno.
Hey, Sunday.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Here we go.
Yellow.
No.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Yo.
Hey, exit. Yep.
Mike 5. Go.
On the book,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down. Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go on.
Watch out.
Now.
They'll set up to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the pass.
Hard.
Check 49.
Bravo. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.